Whether you have been aware of it or not, these last months or even years for a lot of us has been all about surrendering the need to do something and entering into the state of simply being whatever it is that we are being, and to flow with that and to create reality and to flow with reality as it pleases based on that. The thing about needing to figure out what to do first is that it actually comes from suppression of the energy. It comes from judging one part of the energy inside of you, not worthy, not whole, not complete, not meant to be expressed, shared, or to be one with, which is where all of these confusing things that we got going on is happening. We don't know what our purpose is. We don't understand what to do next. Things are challenging. All of that stuff just originates from there still being aspects deep within us of who it is that we are that we still do not take ownership of and try to live in a life or try to live a reality separate from it. And over these last couple of years for you, you've been slowly picking up the pieces. It may have appeared as if you made mistakes. If there's a lot of weird sounds going on, that's my dog Tesla, by the way, so it's not a monster trying to kill me or something. It may have appeared as if you made a lot of mistakes, as if you're heading down the wrong path or that you are continually stuck on the same thing, but I want you to understand that it's all purposeful. It's all happening not because you're being punished, which I say a lot. It's all happening because it is allowing you to pick up these pieces of who it is that you truly are, that you try to live life without, right? Because in these challenges, you are presented with the opportunity to awaken deeper to who it is that you really are. It's all been happening for you. It doesn't matter what you do from here, whether you make a mistake, or if you do the wrong or right thing. It doesn't really matter anymore. None of that stuff matters, because none of that is relevant to what it is that's transpiring for you behind the scenes right now. Your purpose was never in what you did, it was always in who it is that you are. And so far you've lived life in a way as to be a little bit separate from who it is that you really are. And that is why it has been quite challenging, to say the least, for you so far. Because without the full picture of who you are, then it's always going to be challenging. It's always going to bring up new circumstances that are very hard to deal with, because in the act of that, you'll eventually realize that, oh, there's something here for me to learn. And the beautiful thing about this realization is that you never actually went off the path. You were always on the path, my friend. You're on the path right now, even if it doesn't appear like it. You're exactly where you're supposed to be. There's no other place to be other than here. And you're surrendering this need to do, because the doing always came from that suppression, right? And now you're starting to move into this new state of being, where at every single stage of the journey, you're just going to be surprised with what is going to happen next, based on how amazingly tied and connected to the things that you are doing you feel, how new inspiration is going to start to fill your being. Everything is going to start coming up into you, and there's not going to be any confusion anymore. You might have looked at other people that seem to have things figured out, and you're like, how do they do it? And you try to do the same, and you could never do something similar, for the simple fact that it was never up to you or what you did. It was always up to who you are. And when who you are is something that you're not, by trying to pretend that you should have perhaps this success, or I should be this person that treats people in this way, or whatever it is, you try to get away with living life without a little part of you. And there's nothing that you need to do in order for this to happen. That's the beautiful part, because it was in the act of the doing that you never came into the state of absence of doing that would slowly but surely reveal to you what you always searched for, because it was always under the surface trying to make itself known to you. But of course we tried to reject it, we tried to push it to the side, we tried to control this energy by not allowing it to make itself known, and instead rely on a part of our ego to stay protected from this energy, right? We try to be the healer or the savior, we try to be the person that is always improving, that is always overcoming, or whatever it is. But in the act of all of those things, we're actually separate from it. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.